who is the best two-way player? And you can go one by one elimination. If you want to go one by one elimination, I'll hand you the names per.
Okay, I would get rid of number 5.
Number 5 is Jason Tatum.
Ouch. If you asked me to build a top 3 list, I think you'd be on it. I'm just looking at 13th highest defensive rating. That's the lowest on this list, and 26.9. There's other players that have added more to him, but you also didn't put rebounds or assists on this, so it's hard. So Tatum's gone, huh?
Yep.
Okay, well then I would get rid of B next.
Anthony Edwards.
Fuck. All right, so now 2 of my top 3 are gone. Just based off of the stats, I think I would pick C.
C? Okay. C is SGA.
Okay. Is Bam Adebayo on the list?
No, he's not.
He's not, huh? Okay.
You have a guess on who player A and player D is?
See, you know what's funny is I would have gone Ant, Tatum, and Bam top 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm obviously missing someone obvious here. I don't. Although, when you first put up 26 points, third highest defensive rating, third highest defensive rating is too high for my guy out here in Sacramento. But I thought that he might be top 10 somewhere. So.
Nope, not quite. It's another big man, though. These last 2 guys are big men. So player A is Nikola Jokic. Player
That's crazy.
B, once again, is Anthony Edwards. C is SGA. D, our 4th player, is Anthony Davis. And our 5th player is Jason Tatum.
See, I think Anthony Davis sucks.
So I want to keep it no names, just because I know there's a bias immediately as soon as we hear some of these names. Yeah, I just want to kind of go through the exercise, because on the first game of the Timberwolves and Nuggets game, Jamal Crawford and Reggie Miller were having an interesting conversation of, at 22 years old, is Anthony Edwards the best two-way player today? So I thought it was an interesting conversation to kind of throw up a couple of statistics to you and see, just based on a couple of statistics, who's the best two-way player today. Personally, without looking at the statistics, and looking at only gameplay, Ant would definitely be up there. And even when Jason Tatum is not on, he's on most nights, obviously 26.9 points per game. And he's super solid on defense constantly. He has the length and the agility and the athleticism to get anywhere he really wants. So maybe he doesn't put up the big steal numbers or block numbers like his length would suggest, but he's always solid on some of the lockdown stuff. It's the same thing with Ant. Ant doesn't put up crazy block numbers or steal numbers, but he's still there. While Anthony Davis might not be in my top 2 or 3 or 4, he boasts 1.2 steals per game and 2.3 blocks per game. So a lot of stats in a high defensive rating, just maybe not on our immediate top 5 lists. So it's a fun little exercise I want to go ahead and throw together.
Where'd you come up with the names?
I went off of defensive ratings first, was the first thing I looked at. And then I picked guys that were averaging over 25 points per game for the first 3 guys. And then I wanted to pick a guy who was averaging under 25 points per game that was still in the top 10. And then pick a guy outside the top 10 that was averaging over 25 points per game.
Now my boy De'Aaron.